good morning, wherever you are watching this video at the moment, and Happy New Year. I want to use this live video this evening to, appreciate my subscribers, and as part of my promises yesterday, so that the first day of the new year, I'm going to post a free spiritual tip. So some people were here day before yesterday when I posted that video that I promised to give a tip exactly on January 1st. And the reason I'm making this video right now is because this video is something that I want everyone to do this month of January. Any moment from today, which is the January 1st, till 7th of January, that's the best time to do it. And anyway, you can do this anytime. The reason I'm scheduling all this spiritual tip for you is I want to have a massive testimonies from you guys this new month. I mean, let's say this year. I want to have massive testimony here this year. Although you people have been giving reviews, but I want to see changes. People keep complaining about spiritual challenges, about setbacks, about generational curse, which is the common problems. So I want to share this today so that it can help a lot of people. And if you are a subscribers on this channel, if you have been here for some years, I mean, those time when we started the channel, I'm talking about like 2 or 3 years ago, you will see that I've posted something familiar to this thing that I'm going to share to you today. Because today we are going to be talking about pawpaw. Yes, unripe pawpaw, just like the one in my hand right now. Unripe pawpaw. This one is unripe pawpaw. So you're going to get a very bigger one. And if you are here, if you have been here for some years, you will remember I posted a video which have to do with small pawpaw, small unripe pawpaw, something a very smaller pawpaw. If you are here, people should be attesting to that when I posted that video, and a lot of people were testify to it. I can remember I received around like 15 testimonies on that particular spiritual works. It's a lot of testimony, and the reason I'm sharing this today is to receive another testimony which will be more massive than that one. So if you have been told that you are having a generational curse, you're having a problem from your family, which is the reason why you are not moving forward, this is exactly the solution for you. Or maybe any year that things supposed to be moving forward, that things start smoothly. Yes, let me explain this. When things start smoothly for you every year, that in the month of January you always have things smoothly, but when the year is getting to the middle and the rest of that, you always have things go back to the being blocked again. You understand? I don't know if you get that explanation. I mean, if you do something at the beginning of the years and things are moving very well, but suddenly at the end of the year, or maybe in the middle of the year, things start getting blocked again. That is the problem. So you are going to practice this, and I'm very sure you are going to have a very massive testimony. So if you are in this category that you have been told you have a generational curse, you have a spiritual problem which are generational or family problem, this is going to help you massively. With just few tips I'm going to share with you. So with this tip I'm going to share with you, you are going to have a good testimony, a very massive one. So I want you to go and get this unripe pawpaw. That is what you need, and your soap. So that is all you need. So you go and get the pawpaw. So these are one of the things we try if we see that someone is suffering from generational curse. And some people will be wondering what we mean by generational curse. So there are some problems which are self-inflicted. What I mean by self-inflicted are that maybe you do something wrong and you inflict a spiritual problem on yourself. Or maybe you slept with a strange woman, you snatched someone's wife, or you slept with a strange woman and the problem happened in your life. That is self-inflicted problem. That's what we mean by self, because you caused it to yourself. Or maybe you and someone is fighting and they did something on you to attack you. That is self-inflicted problem. But generational problems are spiritual problems that you don't even know the reason why you are suffering from it. But because your forebears or your fathers or your great grandfather has committed a spiritual offense, what we mean by this is during that time in the ancestral times when someone offended you, so instead of saying punishing that particular person, there's a way they can lay a curse on that lineage, that spiritual lineage of that person, that when the person suffers, his coming generation will be suffering too. And this generational curse is very strong. It's really very strong. And when it is affecting one lineage, there's nothing to be, because you will not even notice, because normally everyone will have their own spiritual problem. That one is common. Every woman is we have one or two spiritual problem no matter what. So but it just varies and different in one person than the other. But when you are having your own problem, you know for sure that as a human we are meant to face some challenges in life, either spiritual, either some ways or the other. But having a generational cause is another problem. So you having a self problems and that generational cause with it is a big issue. So when you are saving yourself from the problem you caused yourself or the problem you met at this life or your personal problems, then the generational cause is there to take on when you have conquered that personal problems. I don't know if you get that explanations. So if you have conquered your personal problems and that generation, and that is why you always have feelings that when a problem is solved for some moments, you will just see that a problem is solved for some moments, and before you know it, getting to the middle of the year or later or just for after a few moments, the problem will come back again. You understand? The problem will come back again. And if you are facing this issue, this is what you are going to do. So I made that lecture just for people to understand what we are talking about here. So I want you to go and do this, if possible, between January 1st, which is today, to the 7th of January, which is this month, or any moment that you are watching this. But the best time, the reason I schedule this, I put time on this is because I want to, I was giving out some work and I want people to be practicing it all together. So because I'm making live video these days because I was busy. I've been busy since November. So now let's get into it. So you are going to get unripe pawpaw, a bigger one that contains the seed. You are going to cut that pawpaw. You get a knife, slice the pawpaw. So the reason I said you should get a bigger one is the seed of the pawpaw is what you need. So when you cut the pawpaw, you will see some black seed inside of it. So although when you get a ripe pawpaw, you will see a black seed is there, but for this tip, unripe pawpaw with a white or black seed. So sometimes when you get a pawpaw which is close to being ripe, you can get a mixture of white seed and black seed. But sometimes when you open unripe pawpaw like this, all you will see there is a white seed. So the seed inside of the pawpaw is what you need. So you are going to extract every seed outside of from this pawpaw, every seed. Then you are going to get enough soap that will be enough for the seed. So you are going to grind the seed. You can blend it with your blender. For people that don't have mortar and pestles, for people that don't have grinding stones at home, you can use your blender. This is very simple. So you are going to take out all the seeds. After taking out the seed, either white or the black ones. So but the unripe one works much better. So when you take out all the seed, you are going to grind it or blend it with your blender just to make it soft, and mix it with your soap. So if you use a mortar and pestle, after pounding it very well, then you or mashing it very well, you are going to add some soap, some local soap or any soap of your choice, or white soap. So you are going to mix it. This one does not have any particular soap which you must use. So you are going to mix everything together. Then you are going to buy a cowrie, which is the one that is not opened. You know, you will see some cowrie, their face it has been broken. That is not the one you need. A complete cowrie that has not been broken. You will rub the cowrie from your head to the toe. You will rub the cowrie from your naked in your room. You will rub it from your head to every. You will use the cowrie to touch every part of your body. You understand? After using the cowrie to touch every part of your body, you are going to get a plastic like this, something like this. So you are going to put the cowrie inside of the plastic, the one you use to rub your body. Then you are going to put that soap, that particular soap which you mix, you are going to put it on that cowrie. Then get the cover of the plastic and cover it for just 7 or 5 days. Okay, so for just 7 or 5 days, to gain more power, to be much effective. Although you can do it today and start using it the 3rd day, so depending on how hurry you are. But normally when we do it, we give it like 5 to 7 days to gain much power. So you do it like that, and when the early you prepare it, the earlier the better. So that's why I said you should do this early this January, so that you can use it before the month end. So you understand, so that you can calculate your progress. The reason I'm making this video is I want you to be calculating your progress, because if you are using one work now, you won't even know which one is working. So if you have cleansing yourself like those cleansing we have posted earlier, and you are using this kind of things, you will be able to calculate your progress. But now you do this one now, or you don't do this at earlier stage, you go and do it around December or maybe the middle of the year, you won't be able to calculate how things are moving very well. You won't calculate your progress spiritually. So now, after making it, you keep it for some days. Then you will be bathing the soap with warm water at night. But before you bath it, for the first time, if you want to bath it, you may rub palm oil from your body. After that first time, you may not need palm oil. But first time you will bath the soap, because it will be so much powerful that first time. The reason you must rub palm oil all over your body from your head to the toe, then go to the bathroom with warm water, bath the soap. Then the reason I always say you should be throwing away the sponge you use for breakthrough tip like this, or something, anything that has to do with bondage relievers, spiritual problems relievers, all those anything problems which are spiritual challenges. Any sponges are not meant to be repeated for that. Either you are told by your spiritual father or not, it is not good. Anything that has to do with removing problems from your body, solving problems, you are not meant to be repeating sponge. I'm going to make another lecture on that. You are not meant to be repeating sponge. It is like referring problem to your body. You know the problem I referred, that is it. You are not meant to be repeating sponge for any breakthrough tip like this. So you should get that particular point. So after doing it like that, you will be changing the sponge each time you want to bath it. But mind you, any financial spiritual tip like those one we have posted, like financial tea soaps, you can repeat sponge for that. In fact, it is not even advisable to be changing sponges for all those financial soaps. It is not really. I'm going to make a video for that, but if you are watching this at the moment, that's an opportunity for you to gain this lecture. It is not good to be changing sponges for spiritual soap which are financial. So you may be, and another thing, you are not meant to be sharing sponge, no matter how close you are with someone. Don't share sponge. It's not good. Okay. Now, so you will be using it to bath. For the first time, you must make sure it is a must. You must rub the palm oil from your head to the toe. It is a must for the first time. Then, after that, you may be bathing it with warm water before you sleep at night. You must not bath this in the morning. Hey, don't bath this soap in the morning, please. It is not good. The reason some soap are not meant to be bathing in the morning, I'm going to make lecture on that. There are some soap you must not use in the day and see the sky. So, and these spiritual works are always temptational. You may use a soap and they told you not to go out, and that is when your cousin or someone will call you outside. They are always tempting. They are tempting they are temptational, so they can make you do something because they see you are getting yourself out of a problem, though your enemy will be trying so much hard to make sure you don't get to use it. I can remember vividly some years ago, there was a client of mine. I gave a soap to use at 11 before 12. So anytime you want to use the soap, he will always sleep. He will just find something to, something will just happen that he will sleep. You understand? So even if so before she discovered it, it is already late. You understand? So she always, whenever she wants to use that soap, she will say, I fell asleep again. I will say that's how spirituality are more than all those things. So they are always tempting, and the spiritual work is not the problem. Oh. They are not the reason why you are sleeping or the reason why you forget something about it. It is the problem in your body that make you forget some instructions because they don't want you to get out. So any solution you are trying to, they may even turn your back. That is why most of the time spiritual works on internet like this are always spiritual. It is not meant to be shown to everybody. That's what people don't get. So any deep spiritual work may not get to some people, no matter how far right the video goes. So far the person is still in a certain spiritual problem, they don't want the person to be out yet. The person will not get to see that particular solution or video that particular time, no matter what, because he is in that problems and he is still being punished. So no matter what, no matter how much is code on the internet or searched, he will not get close. Life is spiritual. That's not where we are going today. It's just network together. That's a deep thing we have to discuss for later. So if you are, sometimes when you are attached to someone, you are watching a tip like this, it may be a sign for your progress. You understand? Everything has been networked, everything has been destined to be, so you understand. But there's some destiny that can be changed. So without wasting much of your time, that is it. And out of my busy schedule, I'm sharing this video these days just because of my promise. And this video evening, because if you are watching this at the moment, another announcement I want to make is there's a WhatsApp channel I created, so you can join that. Because when I was writing on my Twitter, a lot of people were not there on Twitter to write. Some people don't use X app or Twitter, whatever they call it. So the reason I decided to create a WhatsApp channel where we can be writing out tips for people that will say, because of pronunciation issue, there will be some errors and lapses in the way we make videos, because some people watching from America and a native American may not get to understand my English much better. Someone which is far away from which is British may not get to understand some English. This is Nigerian English. So the reason why we created channels, most of the tips we have posted here, we'll be writing it out as a test so that you can check it out, you can review it if it is correlated with what you watch here. So if you have not joined that channel, you can join it for that purpose. So thank you for watching this evening. If there's any question you would like to ask before I end this live video, and most particularly on that tip I just dropped now, ask the question before I end the video, and we will call it a day or a night. It's already late night here. So, and we are in the new year mood. So this is a new year gift. Yes. So, and also thank you for the wishes, the gift, and the commendations I've received so far. And thanks to my clients. There are some people here I met for years. We have been working together for years. I met them here. So they are very, we become so attached. We already become families. So there's nothing I will do. They will always be there. They always appreciate my works. So we met here. So, and I that a special thanks to you and to everyone here. To everyone here. Thank you for believing and trusting in me. Most especially these people that believed in my works. So some people will even say, I'm sure you are the one that I know will do this work. I say, how are you? So people trust my honesty and they are not taking it for granted. Thank you so much. Olodumare will bless you all abundantly. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. This year will be fruitful for everyone. Láṣẹ Olódùmarè. Let me say this in our African Yoruba Ifa prayers. Ifá ní aṣọ funfun ní sunkún aró, ìpìlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ní sunkún èkejì, adé á fún Olúbìyí ọmọ tàtàbí àkó. Ẹni Olú bá bí wọn kì í rárùn ajé, arira oko, ọ̀pọ̀ ò ní jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ rárùn. Everyone here will not lack. So I'm praying for you with the Ifa fast. You will not lack this year. Everything will be going smoothly, and you will not have any problem that will make you, that will give you setback. So that is it. Thank you for watching. I will be ending the live video now. Thank you. Okay, so no question, we should be ending the live video. Thank you.